Today's stupid headline of the day is brought to you by one of the worst places on the internet, twitter.com. I had brain surgery, but kept taking nudes in my hospital bed for OnlyFans. Let's take a look.
I am having brain surgery. So if I had had this fluid build up in my spine like all at once, I wouldn't be able to walk anymore. I'd be paralyzed. But because it's been building up my entire life, my body's like learned to live with it. And if it kept going, you can get paralyzed. Like, it's better to get the surgery than to not, because I don't really want to end up paralyzed. So yeah, that's a fun little exciting moment. Just a silly, goofy thing that I have to do.
Ew, gross, dude. All right, fellas, welcome back. Another week has passed out here on the internet, and as per the usual arrangement, you already know, I don't even have to say it anymore. There is no shortage of stupid shit to make fun of. Let's just get right into it. We've got a lot to talk about in today's video. If you happen to be new, then make sure you subscribe right now, or else you have a very high chance of having a small dick, and also turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video.
Don't be a bitch.
Alright, fellas, let's get back into our main story of the day. It says, taking nudes is always a no-brainer for this OnlyFans model. The 25-year-old stayed devoted to her followers even when she was forced to undergo brain surgery. The commitment and dedication here knows no bounds. I mean, this girl's working way harder than I do, you know? Like, could you guys imagine if you were gonna have brain surgery, or any type of surgery for that matter? Could you ever imagine bringing your work computer into the hospital with you? Or let's say you work in the service industry or something and you had to go there the very next day or the day of? To hell with that. I ain't doing that. I don't make enough to do that, but I guess when you're making the big bucks out there on OnlyFans, it's always worth it. She kept it sexy during her hospital stay when she was admitted for surgery on March 4th, taking NSFW snaps while in recovery for 5 days and posting a steady stream on her fan page. I can never bring myself to stop working, and I took nudes in the bed in my hospital gown the day after the surgery, she told the press. Picture what the world would look like, fellas, if everybody tried this hard at work, right? We wouldn't have this dog shit economy with these motherfucking gas prices. Things would just be better. You know, this is not only employee of the month, this is employee of the year, like getting promoted to the top of the food chain in a normal job. But sadly, for us normal folks out here, we just don't care. Now, this is the condition that she had that caused her to need the surgery. It says, once she took a trip to the doctor, she found out she was diagnosed with Chiari malformation, a rare condition that occurs when an area of the skull contorts and puts pressure on the spinal column. So, according to her, she could have ended up paralyzed. Google says that the symptoms of this could be moderate to severe to none whatsoever, so I guess it just depends on the person. But no matter how severe or not this is, I'm just still blown away by the fact that this was on her mind, probably during this brain surgery and definitely immediately after. You can't make it up. She has over 421,000 followers on Instagram under the handle at famous for my personality. Very nice, very fitting, I bet. Revealed to the outlet that she had made millions on OnlyFans, but her enormous presence on the adult content subscription service has helped pay for her surgery. I think it's funny because everyone thinks my life is so easy because of OnlyFans, she said. Well, it did just say you made millions on there and you're like in your 20s, so there's that.
And these females are not living on recruit difficulty.
Now, fellas, it mentioned the IG page, so I went on there just to do a little bit of a quick undercover investigation, and here's a quick preview of what you could find on there. I know the horniest of you motherfuckers are going to go on there anyway, but for those of us that are not thirsting like that, here you go right here. You know, she's pretty cute. I don't know if she's cute enough to want to see in a hospital gown with those chapped-ass lips in the beginning of that video we saw. Like, anybody that's looking at that and someone in that condition, and you want to jerk it to that, please, just get help. And also, I'm telling your family, and you're a fucking sicko. She explains that her fans were mostly concerned for her well-being and that she's close with them, almost like they're her friends. Yep. Right. Friends that give you money to jack off to your nudes. You want to consider that friends. Hey, that's on you. You know, do what you want. But me, I don't have any friendships that ever had any transactions like that going between them. They loved the nudes Fucking sickos. But they told me I needed to take a break from working. It doesn't feel like work when you love your job, she said. On March 8th, she shared a health update with her fans and thanked them for their well wishes. She wrote, "Thank you for all the well wishes and visits. I love you. Grateful for friends, healthcare, and blah, blah, blah. No one really cares." I had someone on Twitter comment on this when I posted it, and they said something along the lines of, nobody's talking about how she has to keep working while she's in the hospital because she feels like she has to or whatever. And my response to that is, what? She said she's made millions and millions of dollars. She doesn't have to keep doing that. Believe me, all right? This is like when Twitch streamers cry about not being able to pay the rent and shit. Like, you could afford to take a couple of days off, especially with all that easy ass money you're making. Like, normal people like me and you out here, you know, we could actually use some extra money in our lives, I'm sure. And not even us, I don't think we would consider working in the hospital the day after we got brain surgery. Alright, fellas, now that that's over, we got some other stupid bullshit to make fun of that I saw on Twitter this week as well, such as this. Says, my son's first grade assignment from yesterday, Edmond School District, Washington State. I'm so sick of this. And below, there's a flowchart about which pronouns that you should use for which genders. So if you see, it says, girls are she, her, and boys are he, him. We all know that. And then there's a column for neither or both that says they, them. They, them. First graders. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you heard a first grader say that they wanted to be called they, them? Probably never, all right? That would be my guess. And if you did, I would literally put every dollar in my bank account on the fact that some annoying-ass millennial adult were the ones that influenced them to do so. And that's exactly what's happening right here. We got millennial teachers showing up to these first, second grade classrooms, and this is what you get here. I'm not gonna lie, I really wouldn't give a shit if this was like being taught in a high school, maybe even a middle school. But dude, we're talking about 6-year-olds in the first grade here. This is absolute fucking lunacy. The clown world spins on. I googled how many children experience gender dysphoria, and I couldn't even really find solid numbers for that, but this here says that the DSM-5 estimates that about 0.005 to 0.014 of people will experience this, and that's on the high level, right? That's for people assigned male at birth. Ends with the sentence, occurs in about 1 in every 30,000 male births and 1 in every 100,000 female births, aka nobody, because that's not just including children, that's including anyone who's ever experienced it. You've got a better chance of seeing fucking God than finding a 6-year-old who says, please call me they, them, without millennial influence on it. By the way, the DSM-5 is the 5th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, which is published by the American Psychiatric Association. So, for all those source people out there, there you go. Reliable source. Now, there were some people on Twitter that thought this was worth defending, and we could see here we got some really, really ruthless ratios here. Someone says, don't be a dinosaur. This is the world we live in now. If you choose to shelter your child from acceptable social behavior, you will limit their ability to function in modern society. 500 replies. I don't interested what you're mad at. English, please. Teaching your kids to treat people with respect. 743 replies. Yeah. I'd be willing to bet these people probably aren't parents themselves. And again, once they're older, that's another story, right? And part of this is true, right? This is the world we live in now, whether you like it or not. So it's fine to learn about it at an appropriate age. But dude, teaching children at age 6 about sexuality and gender, yeah, that's fucking crazy. Finally, fellas, let's wrap it up with some females who are lying, right? Nothing new here. So somebody tagged me in this tweet, and we're not going to read all this, right? I ain't reading all that, but we got to at least read the underlined part in red. It says, had dinner with a dude who didn't compliment me once. I thought that was really weird. Then in her second tweet, it says, at no point was I expecting compliments. And on the last line, it says, I'm not dating anyone that I have to tell to compliment me. You really do get lost in this shit when you're writing a thread on Twitter. Like, you will contradict yourself so quickly, you won't even recognize it. You know she didn't even realize this until somebody pointed it out. And 718 quote tweets against 6,000 likes, that's definitely not the greatest ratio there, so very nice self-own there. Then we had this interaction here. So the original tweet from some Down Bad Dude says, if I had a girlfriend, I would just shut my eyes all day and only open them when I'm with her. She quote tweets and says, hit me up only if you're like this. And then the original guy that wrote the original tweet says, hey. She says, not you. And he says, I'm literally the guy in the tweet. Man, I feel like we just all know a girl like this. Like, even if she's just a friend, there's always that girl out there that's like, I would do anything for a guy that does this. And then meanwhile, they have like a million guys out there that are doing that exact thing for her, but she just doesn't want them. Tough to watch. Really, really tough. This is like the Twitter equivalent of being told you're like a brother to me. Poor guy just shot his shot and she actually said, not you, with the eyes rolling emoji. Brutal. Keep it moving, my guy. She doesn't deserve you. She doesn't deserve you, all right? And then the last thing we got to look at here, guys, is a very clear lie being told on TikTok. Wow, shock of shocks. Who would have ever thought people go on TikTok and just lie? Unbelievable, I know, right? It says, when I thought my man was cheating on me, so I slept with his dad, but actually he was just planning his proposal to me and I ruined it. Yeah, I'm sure that totally happened. Every part of this is completely true. Why would somebody make this up for clout on the internet? It's not even funny, you know? It's not even believable. It's just lame. You could probably drop this right in the middle of an Amy Schumer stand-up and nobody would know the difference, right? That's how unfunny it is. If a dude said this about banging his girl's mom or whatever, no one would think it's funny. But of course, you know, it's got a hot girl there showing some skin. 10,000 likes, God knows how many views. I hate the internet. Fuck this. Well, fellas, that is about enough goddamn internet for today. Once again, that was a lot to unpack, a lot to take in. Take a deep breath in, right? Hold it, let it out. We're gonna get through this together. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure the fellas will have so much to say about all this. Now I look forward to reading your responses as always. If you guys enjoyed the video, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up on it and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. You guys are the true MVPs and I could not be doing this without you. Check out Dyfo merch, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description and I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.
I got 4 knuckles for you,
Hey,
nigga.
Raj,
Your
you
ass
suck.
trash.
You're so bad. How do you die
I
on
got
that?
4 big ass knuckles for ya. Knock your ass out. Ain't gotta talk to you,
You
no
got
more.
nothing.
You'll be sleep.
He's a
You
fucking
know what
bum.
I'm saying?
You'll be asleep.
Oh my god.
You'll be asleep. Yo, that was the best thing I've heard all night. You'll be asleep.
I bully you like my kid.
You guys are monkey shit.
Right, rest up.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're fucking ass.
I'll bully you.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna fucking knock you out. You'll be asleep.
Or you couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Hey, can you say it one more time? Just say it one more time. It was
I see
funny.
you real life. I bully you, nigga. Shut up.
You won't do shit. Shut up.
Dude, if I saw you in real
You
life,
would
I'd
probably
fucking shove my
love
scat
your
down your
hands
throat,
over a
bitch.
man, why don't you?
That's how I know you gay, bro. You ain't gonna
Hey,
do
your
nothing.
ass.
Shut
You
the
just got
fuck up,
6-0'd.
shit before I come back.
6-0'd. You'll be
That's
asleep.
right.
Bow down to the scat master.
I see
You
bitch.
won't do shit. You
Hit
won't do
with
shit.
cookies
Shut up.
and bully
Yeah,
you,
no one
nigga.
cares.
What the fuck you talking about?
Will I be
Pour my
asleep?
diarrhea like it's
Bully
spaghetti,
you,
bitch.
nigga. Lay down.
Nah, I'll be awake. I'll be awake. You'll miss. It won't hurt.
2-piece biscuit.
Oh my god.
Je